Hey guys, so today is the big day. Real quick, tomorrow there will be this will probably take all night to upload, so we're gonna do Kiara Sky tonight because I'm excited to do that one. Tomorrow we're gonna be testing out this big beefy beauty. This is the Dashboard Beauty brush from Amazon. It's a little pricey, but I heard great things and someone requested it, so we are gonna check it out. Look how massive this thing is. This is a size 12, but it's a little on the pricey side, so I wanted to test it a little first and, play with it. And I got the bigger size because, I'm probably gonna keep it if it's any good and use it, so I want a big one. So we're gonna check this out tomorrow and see if it's worth all the hype, if it lives up to it. Let's see. I will also be at the same time posting the crimping video to show you how to properly crimp your brush. Let's see, what else? We're going to be doing the live Saturday afternoon. I'm not quite sure what time yet. I will keep you guys posted on that. Tomorrow I will do the Young Nails giveaway during the Dashboard Beauty brush. I will draw the name for that and for second place for the acrylic trial kit. Then we'll do Glam and Glitz, Model 1s, and eye gel. I'm going to try in the next few days to get to the nail room tour, which you guys, I think it's probably not as nice as you're thinking. I mean, it's a bunch of lizard tanks and, let's see, lizard tanks. There's a head over there. That's Loki's. There's cacti and all manner of weird stuff in here. So, yeah, we're going to try to get to that. Oh, and none of my jars match, which is a little strange, I think. But anyway, so let's get this out of the way. We're all prepped and ready to go, though. Okay, I did open this up only because it was full of packing peanuts and I absolutely despise those with everything in me. So, had to get those out of there because I didn't want to be fighting with them on camera. So let me show you guys. So they are very much about packaging. Say hello to your new favorite. And on the top it says XOXO Kiara Sky. But beautifully presented. Like they put, ironically, let me show you guys something so beautiful, right? Everything's coordinated, beautiful packaging, all about presentation. Crazy, like gorgeous, right? Pricey, very pricey. Now, let me show you something else. So this is the Build Your Own Acrylic kit, which is like $146, right? Comes with a bunch of stuff, but this is the Build Your Own Acrylic kit from Glam and Glitz. Hang on. Which was, I want to say $70, but it came like this. So, and what's so funny about that is that these both came from the same building. Seriously, they're both from the same company, the same building. 8700 Swigert Court, Suite 109. Where's that? Oh, it's not on here. Oh, wait. Kiara Sky, Professional Nails, 8700 Swigert Court. Yeah. Crazy, right? Oh, sorry about that. So, same company, same address. This one was almost twice as much. It did come with a little more though. So we are going to go ahead and pop this bad boy open. We're going to go through what's in it and then we are going to talk about that brush. Now, they call this brush the Holy Grail, which I think maybe a little cocky, but hey, who knows? We're going to find out. And I have all the stuff to prep the brush with. I got a little spray bottle. Now it's half rubbing alcohol and half water. You can either spray it on or dip it. It does take a little while to dry, so I suggest spraying it. What this does is when you spray the starch with it, it feels kind of, not slimy, oily. And you just keep wiping it until that feeling goes away, and that's how you know you got rid of all the starch. That's another way to do that. So let's go ahead and see what was included. So it came with a size 10 of the Holy Grail. Come on back down here. Okay, size 10 of the Holy Grail. That's what was included. This brush by itself is $30. Crazy, right? From what I hear, it's worth it, and we are going to find out. Because I'm going to be all up in this thing. It is beefy, I'll say that. This is only a size 10. So that's a size 10, and this is a size 12 in this one, and I thought this was obese. You know how I like a fat brush, though. Neither came crimped, so I will say this one, the handle on it, it feels like an old Cadillac. It's weird. I like it. All right. The presentation, man, is just amazing. That's another way to hold a brush, since we were talking about that yesterday. That is one way to do it. They're like little jelly ropes. It's weird. Can I just say, this handle, like at first I thought, we're gonna keep that. At first I thought it was just like, you know, plastic, like the Kamisi brush, the rainbow thing. But then I looked at it for a while. This is just, everything just feels quality. Now it's really light. So look at this. I don't know what it is, but it's not like cheap plastic. That's, ooh, cool, right? It is very light. Like, it does feel very, very light. So I don't know. All right, wait, I'm getting distracted. Okay, next. It came with a bunch of their buffers, 10 of them, 80, 100 grit. We are going to be using these. We're gonna try it all. I wanna see, as much as this thing costs, I want to try everything. So. It came with 2 files, which I thought was weird. 100 grit, so they're the coarse grit shaping files, which I like. I usually use 80/80, but the Pana Zebra ones, but so we got 2 of those. I'm using that too. All right, you got your choice of cuticle oil. I chose rose. They had like rose, lavender, and I can't remember what the other one was. Rose, lavender, and something else. So I chose rose, I guess. See, the packing peanuts. Ugh. Cruelty-free, paraben-free, vegan, vitamin E, sweet almond, and jojoba oil. I believe that's just the cuticle oil for me. So this says pure Kolinsky acrylic brush, handcrafted, blah, blah, crystal cut acrylic handle. So the handle is made out of acrylic, acetone resistant base, and curvature designed for effortless, blah, blah, blah. With proper care, this brush will last for years. Be sure to clean your brush, removing all excess product. Shape the head back to form before storing. So this one is not vegan. So that appears to be just the cuticle oil. It's a nice frosted glass. Ooh, everything's so nice. Oh, that's a very strong smell. Like, it smells sweet. It's not a bad smell, it's just strong. Oh, I accidentally dyed my hands purple today. Oh, it feels really nice. Like, really nice. Very nice. And that smell, it smells like rose-scented perfume almost. Definitely with the sweet smell. I'm gonna pull this out. Okay, next up we have top coat. They put it in this box, I'm not sure why. I guess maybe in case you ordered more. I don't know. So this is the no wipe top coat. It's a really big bottle. Ooh, it's got the really flat brush head, the wide one. I like those. And it's full. Look at that. All right, next up, we have, still with the packing peanuts, we have the Monomer. It came with 16 ounces of Monomer, which is a lot. And it's packaged really well. Heavy duty bag. So it's not gonna be leaking on anything, just in case it does leak. MMA-free, self-leveling, non-yellowing, results with maximum adhesion. It's their Pro formula. That's what it says anyway. So for professional salon use only. By the way, this build your own acrylic kit was not one of the at-home kits. It was one of the professional kits. All right, EMA liquid monomer is formulated to work flawlessly with our all-in-one line to enhance flexibility. Yada yada. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in the dapping dish. Ooh. Huh. It's not bad. Not bad at all. It smells a lot like the Glam and Glitz, which came in an identical bottle. Which I'll be showing you guys in a few days so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh, I spilled. Oh, oh. That's what the paper towels are for. Whatevs. Oh, okay. Of course I spilled. I even learned that brush trick recently and still didn't do it. All right, we'll move that. Now, the last part was the acrylic. It came with 4. Oh man. Packing peanuts. I hate packing peanuts. Anyway, it came with 4 of these big jars. I don't know why they came upside down like this, but you can see the color through there. You got to pick the colors. You got to pick your core color, which was either clear or natural, and I got clear in all the other kits, so I went with natural. I wanted to see what that was about. This is really cool. When you move it, the way the acrylic moves, it looks like water. It looks like liquid. Like, that's how fine the powder is. So these are each 2-ounce jars, natural, and then I picked Oso Boho, which was a pink. Etiquette First, which was like a pinky nude, I think. I don't remember. And then the Perfect Nude. So for the price, I mean, without getting into this stuff, I don't know. I don't care for the price at all. But I have heard amazing things about the product, so we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and get to prepping that brush, and then we will break these open and test them out. And these are supposed to be, from what I've heard, amazing for ombre, so that's what we're gonna do. Actually, I can't remember. I don't remember if this was white or if it was clear or kind of in between. So the jars all came upside down, and I think it's because they're not sealed. So I think the way the jars lock, that keeps it from spilling. I don't know. Because there's like a seal down in here, which like adheres to this. So when it's flipped upside down, I don't know. I'm just talking crap. But we are going to test these out. And it does have a locking lid, which is kind of cool. And there was no acrylic anywhere. So it can be done. Young Nails, I'm looking at you. All right. So to prep your brush, you are supposed to take cuticle stick, whatever, and flick out as much of that starch as you can. I like to give it a little shimmy. That seems to break it all loose from the middle, which I feel like I can't ever, oh, that's a lot of starch. It's a lot of starch. So when the alcohol hits the starch, like I said, you get that really oily kind of, not slimy because it's not that unpleasant. I don't know. Oh, really quick, someone heard you guys raving over Ozzy, and he decided that he would like to say hello as well. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Do you want to say hello? Say hello? Oh. Did you say hello? Say hello, ladies. Okay. Who's more handsome? You or Ozzy? Who's more handsome? You or Ozzy? Are you both handsome? Yes. Are you both handsome? All right, ready? Ready? Up. Yeah! Sit. Who are you yelling at? Wait. Okay, get it. That was Sir Charles. He is the sweetest good boy you will ever meet. You could literally take a bone out of his mouth, you know, for being what he is. I know a lot of people judge them, but I could stick my hand down his throat and take food out of his mouth, and he would just give me a sad face. He'll run from me if he sees me coming after one of his bones, but if I touch it, he immediately drops it. And he is just the sweetest thing. This thing has so much starch in it, like it just keeps coming. I've been at this. Anyway, so yes, he is just, we got him, our other rescue passed, and the kids were very upset because we had just moved here. We had lost everything, and that was too much. And we were looking to see if maybe, you know, finding another dog, because we did have room to take care of one who maybe needed a home. So we were looking online here in the area, and someone had posted on Craigslist and said, it's my neighbor's dog. He left him here. I have to get rid of him by 6 o'clock, or he goes to the pound. Can't take him back to my neighbor. My neighbor said if I brought him back, he would shoot him. And I'm like, what? So I think because, and when we went to pick him up, it was in a very rural, I can't say that word, farm area. So when we went to pick him up, it was a very, very poor area. I think because he was part pit bull and part lab, which makes him very large for a pit bull. They were hoping, you know, that he would be more of a fighter, and he just is not. He is a lover all day. And I think because he was a little beat up when we got him, I think that when they couldn't get him to respond, they, you know, threw him away, which, cool. I am more than happy. He is my sweetest baby. So, yeah. So we hauled out there to the middle of nowhere, and nobody answered the door at first. And like, I was panicking because I thought we had missed him, or, you know, the guy had shot him. So we sat there for probably 45 minutes beating on this guy's door. Turns out he was drunk. Didn't hear us knocking. So we caught him when he was coming out, and poor Charlie, he was just a little guy. He come running out the door and right into my, like where I was sitting on the stairs, and right into my lap. And I was like, you want to go home with me? And he just climbed up on me and didn't let go. So I guess the guy that had him took him so that he didn't get shot, but he couldn't keep him at his apartment. So, yeah. Very, very happy with that we were able to catch him. Okay, I think we're almost through the starch. Like, it's still coming out. Oh my God. Okay, I think we got most of it. So we're gonna spritz it a little bit. And this is how they say to prep their brush. And this is what I've been doing with mine the last few times, and it's been working very well. Yeah, we still have that. It almost feels like hairspray. Not sure why alcohol, but If I figure it out, I'll let you know. Pretty close. And then after you do this, you know, thoroughly get it in the monomer to get rid of all that alcohol. However, it does stay wet and you still get that, a little of that feeling. God, there's so much starch in this thing. So maybe better off dipping it. I don't know. Let's see, did we get it all? Looks like we got it. Nope, nope, missed a spot. Jeez, they are not playing about the brush showing up exactly how they want it to look. Jesus. I think we got it. Yep, feels like hair now. So, oh, now I gotta change these. Okay. My never-ending supply of shop towels. I like the white ones. The light, you know, it doesn't bother the light as much. Okay. So the monomer smell is not bad. It's not very strong at all. I'm not hating it. It's definitely tolerable. It's very dark. Very dark. Which is good. That means absolutely no yellowing. Yeah, this is pretty typical for... All right, so what do we see? Good color, perfect color. No dark patches, just the multicolored hairs, perfectly dark at the end. This one probably is absolutely 100% sable. I would never think any less of Kiara Sky anyway. So we're gonna burp it. Ooh, lots of bubbles. That's just a nice looking brush. It is very light, which is like, I guess I'm just not used to. All right, and we are ready to go. I am not gonna crimp this one. It seems to have a nice flat tip anyway, so, okay, let's get busy. Let's crack these jars open. Ooh. I turned it wrong. Okay, so first I want to see what color this is. Just so I know if I need a different color to ombre with. But you know what? I can use those. I don't care. But Kiara Sky is they have a lot of very traditional colors. A lot of pinks, a lot of nudes, a lot of whites, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so it is like a milky white, which I can work with that. So it wasn't really clear about whether or not the monomer was fast or slow or what. So I'm gonna assume a medium, just because it didn't say. Yes, so that is like a perfect milky white too. Like no pigment issues, perfectly even all the way through. Well, we're gonna see if I can ombre with it. Oh, I wonder if I need a different white. Well, if I do, I'll grab it. Okay, let's get started. I tried these tips out again. So let's line them up. This is the Etiquette First. Very pretty. Yes, these are all very pretty girly, traditional, soft, feminine colors, like, which, that makes sense considering their whole aesthetic is very dainty and feminine, you know? Which, yeah, okay, it's nails, but it's all got a very bridal feel. I think this is also boho, which I don't know what that means, but it's a little pinker. And then we have the perfect nude. I do like the jars though. They're very, very pretty. Very presentable. So I don't know if I need to stir these up, but probably. I guess I should, no, it looks like it's pretty. Now this is the all-in-one, so it's 2-in-1, the dip and acrylic, and the powder is just so fine. Like, it's serious. Oh, that's very pink. It looks like liquid. It's weird. I like it. Like, even the clumps, when you touch them, they just disintegrate. Nude. And let's dig in here. Oh, I don't know where to start. Where should I start? Let's save the nude for last, because nude is my absolute favorite. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to swap my tips out. They kept falling off. So we have the natural here, which is, as we talked about, is kind of a very sheer white, less than milky. Like, it's not quite that white. It's kind of, it is almost clear with just a hint of white. And then we have the, what's that one? Etiquette First, Oh So Boho, and the Perfect Nude. I don't think, since I had to change my tips, I don't think we're going to do ombre. We're just gonna get to it. Especially since they're so short. That doesn't really lend itself to a good time. So, I think let's start with the pinks. Oh, this thing is beautiful. Look at that, it is lovely. So let's start with this light one here, the Etiquette First. So picking up really good size beads, decent for a size 10. So let that polymerize. There we go. So it's doing the same thing the knot polish did. When you first lay it down, it's kind of separating. And then as you press down or touch it with the brush, it just kind of rectifies itself and absorbs that pigment. It is super smooth. Very, I don't know. I think we'll use the natural to cap in. Now I know this is like a 2-in-1, so it's a much finer powder, but it is just laying beautifully. Look how smooth. Sorry, I had to do like a quick change with the tip, so I wasn't able to prep them as much as I normally would. All right. Let's see how it does with the cuticle. So that's kind of cool. Like, when you press down on it, it kind of wraps itself around the nail bed. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So when you walk it up, and it is keeping a very sharp point, but when you walk it up and you press down, it just kind of wraps itself around the nail without pushing it over the side, really. That's cool. It seems to be like the perfect size for the nail bed. This isn't exactly sheer, but it isn't really opaque either. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. Oh, yep, the brush is getting right up in there. However, you can see a little line of pigment right there where I laid the cuticle bead, which is weird. See right here? Not exactly what I expected. It looked like it had mixed back up, but that's my bad. I didn't notice. And once we finish applying the acrylic, I'll kind of speed through my e-file a bit, and if I need it. Yeah, see how it kind of just wraps itself around? Neat. That's pretty cool, actually. So far, I'm very impressed with the brush. We're not even going to look at it to see how clean it is until the very end. It's supposed to be super excellent, so I'm not going to be afraid. Just going to wait, and I'm going to check at the very end. We're going to see how it did. See if it's worth what they're charging for it. Okay, so we were able to blend that out. That line. Let's get this out of the way. Although I will say I do love that pink. I don't know what to call that. It's kind of like a taffy kind of thing. I don't know. Very pale, like lip gloss color. Alright, so let's start with Oh So Boho. I don't know where that name came from, but it's cute. Alright, so Mrs. Boho here. So it is a little faster setting, the powder seems to be. There we go. See it liquefy. Since I haven't crimped the brush, I'm not really sure which side to work on with it. And I haven't really inspected it to see where that lineup is. Ooh, this is a very pretty kind of dusty rose color. But the acrylic is just so smooth. It's a beautiful color. And the pigment seems to be like just right. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very creamy. Kind of like that purple from Not Polish, that same creamy texture. Let's see if we get that pigment line again. It's weird having to relearn your application. Like, since I do it on camera, I have to make sure it's visible. You know what I mean? So I have to be very careful with my hands, and it makes me apply differently than I normally would. Which now, like, I've learned, you know, a different way, but it did at first make me apply kind of oddly. So I didn't seem to have that pigment issue this time. Let me show you what I'm talking about with that, when you walk it up here and kind of push, it just wraps around the nail bed. And it's not pushing off to the side, it just literally cups it, like, perfectly. Ooh, and that dried to, like, a perfect bridal pink, I guess. I don't know what to call that yet. I really like this color, though. It's not the normal pink I would go for, but I definitely like it. I got these new tips today, too, and I'm still not a fan. I really wanted to do the curved ones, which is why I'd done all that prep work. to get them ready. But I also did some repairs on my nail bed, so maybe that's why they weren't sticking. But these ones are sticking just fine. Isn't that weird? Alright, so I guess we're going to do the last two in nude. And only because I've heard people say that they had issues with the nude, with little spots of pigment. But I did mix it up, although, you know, shouldn't really be an issue as much as this. Like, these jars are 20-something a piece, I want to say. I don't remember exactly. It's shipping, let me say, shipping is not great. I ordered from them and then Glam and Glitz 2 days later, and I got Glam and Glitz over a week ago, and this just got here. So, not impressed with shipping so far, or at all. So the nude definitely had a lot more separation than the other colors. You can kind of see right there. So I wouldn't call it perfect. Push that back up there. So maybe just call it nude. Ugh. All right, come on. You know what? I'm not going to argue with you. But I'm not being nice to the brush either. I'm doing the smush. Okay, so after that, yes, the nude does look perfect. I guess depending on your skin tone. But I can still see a little line of pigment right here. So let's see if we can kind of blend that out when we lay our cuticle bead. All right. I love that second when it goes liquid. Wait, there it is. There it is. Like where it just turned from like little clumps to that shiny, there it is. Perfect. I love it. That's like my favorite moment. I think I waited too long. Yeah, I definitely waited too long to lay that one. This brush holds a lot of monomer, by the way. Like every time I go to press down, it just drenches the nail. But in all fairness, it did say for professional use only. Not you in your office with a camera thinking you're on YouTube and professional. So, you know. Although I don't hate it. Like I said, the price wasn't my favorite. But we'll see how it stacks up. You guys let me know what you think in the comments about it. If you think it's worth the price. I did get free shipping. Woohoo. It was actually, the products all together by themselves were like 160 something. And you get like 10% off for the bundle. So it ended up being like 146. After tax, it was 146. Oh yeah, that one's gonna need the e-file for sure. All right. Do one more nude. Polymerize. We're just going to do one bead with this one. So this pigment's going to have to get it together. There will be no hiding. stuck my fingernail in that one. Boy, I'm on a roll today, guys. There it is. I can see some little spots of pigment here. Let's see if you guys can see it. So right here, there's a couple of little spots of like brown and red pigment. I will say this brush is absolutely 100% sable. Just, it is. Like you can just tell. Gorgeous brush. Like even when it separates, it's still... Watch that. What? It doesn't like split, it just wraps. So cool. So yeah, brush is definitely worth it. I don't know how I'd put it against Greg's brush, but definitely a good brush. But then again, this is about half the price too. Because Greg's is 50 something normally. Alright. So, lovely colors. Very mild, aesthetically pleasing colors, which I've noticed about a lot of their stuff. Let's go ahead and cap it with the natural. And that way you guys can get a good idea of what this does since it's over top of these darker colors. At this point, I'm just up in the middle of the night making a mess. Yeah, it's just wrapping around the nail. That is pretty cool. Like I said, it's drenching it every time I press down. So you're definitely going to go through some monomer. Maybe that's why it comes with 16 ounces. Huh. I do like that for capping because it just kind of keeps going. And it definitely brightened up that pink a little bit. Well, not necessarily brightened. It gave it more of a opalescent kind of feel. Are so good. Still picking up pretty good sized beads. Oh, okay. Really thought there was going to be acrylic in that. Alright, well I did work the crap out of it, so there are a few bubbles. Which is okay. I still really like how this looks. It gives all of the colors a nice frosted kind of appearance. Which I am liking very much. Alright, let's see what it does to the nude. I am just using way too much acrylic, but like I said before, I'm really enjoying playing in it. Yeah, this one, it appears to be meant for capping because it is setting pretty quick. Which is okay for capping. You kind of want that. However, I'm noticing because I did a thicker layer of this, yeah, it's giving it a really cool, like, opalescent thing. That's neat. What was I saying? Yeah, I am noticing, like, because I did a thicker layer, it's definitely hiding the colors. It's set fast enough that I could extend the nail. Like, I could just push it down and extend it out without anything under there. That's weird. Cool. Good to know. Just make a whole nail out in the middle of air. Ah, neat. Okay. Last one. Then I am going to go away for a minute with my e-file and come back and we will check out the buffers and the top coat. Buffer, file, and top coat. But before I do that, we're going to check out this brush and see how it fared. Yeah, see, this time it gave the nude on the thinner layer, it gave it kind of a peachy. And I'm gonna file some of that off of here. That was just way too much. Well, wiped it off, just normal. Oh my god. Oh no. Guys, look. There's nothing. There's nothing in the brush at all. What? There's nothing. I don't know what to do. Like a little bit is normal. Especially with a new brush. There's nothing. Holy crap. Okay, I get the Holy Grail name now. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to file this and I will be right back and we'll check out the rest. Okay. Now, on to shaping. Did the best I could with my e-file. Because I had a lot of the natural on there. So, like, I don't hate the kit. I don't. I don't love the price. I think that was a bit much for what you get. I think $160 or $140 whatever is a lot considering what I got for less than $100 from Glam and Glitz. All they really added to this one was buffers, 2 files, cuticle oil, and a top coat. Everything else was the same. So I'm not in love with the price. I like the acrylic. The monomer I'm not 100% in love with because it is a little strong. But as far as regular monomers go, it's not bad. It's just, I'm used to the Jazz one, which is it's not as strong as this. Maybe that's why it seemed, but compare it to something like Mia's Secret or something like that, and yeah, this is pretty low over. Mia's Secret is one of, other than Model 1, Mia's Secret is like the strongest monomer I've ever smelled. So, like, yeah, the packaging is great, but as we saw with the hand the other day, packaging just jacks the price up. I really don't care. I throw all that packaging away as soon as I open it. Like, I don't keep the boxes or the tissue paper, so I don't care. So anyway, gonna try really hard to do the nail room tour this weekend. I will keep you guys posted on what time for the live on Saturday. We're gonna try for in the afternoon, so probably like 2 o'clock Central Time. So that would be 1 o'clock Mountain Time, and that would be 8 o'clock Michelle Doyle's time. And then it would be like noon on the West Coast. So I think that's decent. I just want to get to the top coat. Surprisingly, I haven't heard anything about the top coat. You can still see the little pigment dots here. I haven't heard anything about their top coat. I've heard it in relation to the jelly tips thing, but that's about it. Like I've heard of knot polishes. I've heard, you know, all the big ones. All right, and since Charlie got to say hello, next time Cersei's gonna pop out, the lizard. Or I'm sorry, she's not a lizard, she's a bearded dragon. She hates when I call her a lizard. All right, now we're cooking with heat. I mean, still just a buffer though. I know, like, I guess maybe this is the pink tax. You know how everything pink costs more? And that brush is insane. Well, I guess if you take the brush out, the rest of this only costs $116. So is that really worth it? I still don't feel like it is. For the top coat, well, no, the Monomer's probably, for 16 ounces at Kiara Sky, that's probably $40 by itself. So, okay, if we're breaking it down. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. If you think it's worth it or not. So I had a question. I was curious about, because I know we all do nails. So I was wondering if you guys want to share. Let me know what you do for a living. I'm just curious. Because we all know that I've done literally everything. You know, bartender, paralegal, I was in the military, I went to cosmetology school, licensed contractor, I worked with the Board of Developmental Disabilities with children with autism. I did behavioral and occupational therapy. Like I've done a lot. I really enjoy that too. Like I like that. I like doing new things. I like. Don't get me wrong. As I get older, I like routine, but I also. I've lived a very full life. You know what I mean? And I never had an issue, you know, moving on to something or trying something new. So that's cool. But I'm curious as to what kind of crowd we got here, like if we all have things in common. Get this cleaned off, and what I like to do before I top coat is give it a good rub with acetone, so that gets rid of any scratches that the buffer and the file may have left. Kind of gives it a matte finish already. See what I mean? This little trick I learned from Christy Meakin, who I guess left Neo Nails. Like, what is happening in the world right now? Like, I thought she was Neo Nails, but I guess not. So she's got like her own page and stuff now. It's pretty terrifying. It's like your parents divorcing. All right. I think all in all, it turned out not too bad. It's gonna be another long one. I warned you guys in the beginning. Well, it's very thick, but not like, you know, aggressive thick. It's just like it's a very solid coat. I wouldn't call this an acrylic kit either. Sorry. Like a build your own professional acrylic kit, and no, it's not. It's a pick 10 of our products kit, if anything. But neither is the Glam and Glitz one at that, so I guess it just depends on what their definition of a kit is, right? Alright, so we are going to cure this, and then we are going to take a look at that final product, see how it looks. Alright, there she is. Let's get a good look at it. Not bad. Not bad. I do love the colors. They're very natural, very muted, very aesthetically calming. I do like the top coat. That stuff is shiny. And it's very even and like self-leveling it was. Like I do like that top coat. Except for here I got a little dust in it, but whatever. So tomorrow we have the brush crimping and the dashboard beauty brush, and then we got so much other stuff coming up. So you guys have any recommendations, let me know down below. What was the other one? What was the other thing? Let me know if you guys think it was worth it, or what parts of it you think were worth it. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, Charlie loves you all.